Morning, Alta Realty Group agents. This is Kevin Lauren. I'm the Director of Training and Marketing here. And we are joined this morning by Travis Breton, our corporate broker. Good morning, Travis.
Good morning, Kevin. How's it going?
Real good. And let me bring Bill Seitz on the line as well. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Kevin. Good morning, Travis.
Good morning.
All right.
Good morning.
Heck yeah, it's another great day to be a real estate agent. So today we're going to talk about a couple of really easy to do campaigns to drum up business. And I've talked about them before, but they are definitely warrant, going over again, because I don't see all of our agents taking advantage of this, and it's just too easy. So we're going to get into that. But before that, Bill, why don't you bring us up to speed with what's going on in mortgage land? Looks like the rates have dropped yet again, or at least the 10-year treasury.
Well, unless you've been living under a rock, the market is a little jittery right now because of all this coronavirus stuff that's taking place. And, depending on how much you've been following it, I think there's some bona fide concern there. I think people are afraid there might be some disruption in the economy just because of what's they're saying is likely to impact the United States pretty severely. So as you can see, the treasuries have pretty much fallen off a cliff there, just nosedived in the last week. And they're actually at record lows right now.
Yeah.
Pretty much rates are at all-time record lows right now. So if you never refinanced or you are in the market to buy, it is absolutely an incredible time. The cost of money is cheap as it's ever been.
Historically cheap money.
Yeah. So be something to keep an eye on too, as things kind of develop here. On that note, I encourage everyone to eat their vitamin C, take their echinacea and their all their herbs and stuff to keep their immune system strong, because this will be sounds like, from what I've been reading, it's going to be pretty severe. So anyways, real quick too, Kevin, I just want to run through a couple things really fast.
Sure.
I want to say congratulations to Rhonda Butler. She just closed a pretty large Op City deal. We had mentioned it on previous webinars, and really proud of her to converting this sale, just under $900,000 Op City deal. So congratulations to you, Rhonda. She closed that with KB Homes up there in the Bay Area. And even though they stretched it out and dragged us along the way, we were able to get it buttoned up. And so good job to you, Rhonda.
And she was able to take advantage of Clearview Mortgage as well, right?
That's right. Yeah, that's right. We did the loan, and it was pretty seamless. Other than that, the original close of escrow was supposed to be in November, and KB Homes pushed it out till the end of February. So just a couple little challenges along the way, but actually worked out for the buyer because we locked the loan later in the timeline, and the rates had improved. So it actually worked out in our client's benefit. So that was a nice thing to celebrate with her yesterday. Additionally, I think we've talked about this, Kevin and Travis. We want to hear from all you agents. So if there's topics that you guys are interested in hearing about, I mean, Kevin pretty much covers really good stuff. I know that Travis is going to be incorporating some compliance training. We've talked about that and bringing in some best practices webinars. We really want to round out these trainings to cover not just marketing, but also best practices, compliance. The BRE is obviously, really making sure that the brokerages are doing things the right way, that agents that are out there in the field are doing things the right way. And I think we're going to really start to incorporate a little bit more of that into our trainings, which is really important. And for all of us that are utilizing a license to go out and sell real estate. So just be aware of that, but we do want to hear from you. So if you have ideas or something that we haven't touched on that maybe we haven't thought of, please reach out to Kevin or Travis or myself, and we'll be sure to take a look at the topic and see if it's something that we should address.
For sure. So, if there's something that you're struggling with too, if you're struggling with something, there's probably a good chance that other agents are too. So don't hesitate to contact us. You can always send any of us an email or send us a text and say, hey, could you guys, cover this? You guys have great ideas. And so we always want to hear from our agents.
Absolutely. So thanks, Kev. I'll let you get going.
Absolutely. And then Rhonda says, thanks for your great work, Bill Seitz. Of course, Rhonda, you're a rock star. Thanks for doing all the stuff you do. Okay, perfect. So without further ado, we're going to head into the meat of our presentation today. And so these two campaigns, they're, campaigns that are just like all the other things that we do. They are reasons to get out there and to contact people within your sphere of influence and really anybody you know. So the first campaign is what I call the Move Up campaign. And so it all starts with a nice little letter, and I've got a nice templated letter for you guys to use. All you have to do is put in, change a few of these little things in here, as you'll see, and send it to everybody in your sphere of influence. I'm sorry, everybody that has, for this one, no, everybody that you know has purchased a home within the last 3, 5, 6, 7 years. So even if you haven't sold, a lot of homes, or you're getting back into real estate and you don't have any current stuff, you can also use Fidelity's Total Farm tool to do this. And so you can find out who are the people in your community and in your farm that have purchased 3, 5, 7 years ago. And so you could even, send a letter to those people as well. It doesn't necessarily have to be people within your sphere of influence. So the basics of the Move Up campaign are you're going to be encouraging people to use your services when they're going to move up to a bigger or a more expensive property, and you're going to offer them a discount to do that. And so who doesn't want a discount, right? So the gist of the letter is, hello client, in reviewing my records, it looks like you've been in your home for however many years it has. Isn't it amazing how time flies? Out of curiosity, I took the liberty of running a market analysis on your home to see its current estimated value. You can see the analysis attached to this message. So again, if this is a hard mail piece, you're going to just include that nice printed CMA, color CMA in there. If this is an email, then of course you're going to attach the attachment. So either way, you're going to be able to provide that CMA to this person. And it's, obviously this is providing some value to them. Oh, I didn't know that, right? Now this, this agent has given me the current value of my home. Great. Who doesn't want to know that? So once you do that, you can let them know, hey, did you know your home value has increased by approximately whatever it is in the last however many years. That's an increase of blank, right? 20 grand or whatever it is. Statistically, people move every 4 to 7 years as we go through life's changes. If you're thinking of moving in the next 18 months, I wanted to let you know about my Move Up program, my Move Up Buyer program. And then here's the kicker. When you sell your home with me and buy another one within 90 days, you'll get a $2,500 credit towards closing costs. So you can really move up on your next move. And so of course, depending on the price point of the home, this is also adjustable. So, and you may just want to say 1% of the price, of the purchase price. And then below that, you just say, are you curious about what's for sale? If you'd like to discuss my customized home search tools or any other services that I provide, right? Some of you, provide some very specific services and you could list them here. Send me a quick message. Thanks, Kevin Lauren. P.S. If you have friends and family members who could benefit from my Move Up Buyers program, please tell them about it. I'd be happy to make this program available to them. So you're creating a very, very, first of all, you're tapping them on the shoulder and saying, hey, I'm Kevin, I do real estate, I'm over here still. The second thing that you're doing is you're providing value. You're giving them a really, really important piece of information that will help them make valuable decisions. Sometimes, everybody is very busy in what they're doing. Not everybody's out there analyzing their home price, so it's just a nice piece of information to have sent to you. So, you're already kind of up in their minds because you're going out to them. You're proactively giving them information. You're not just sitting there waiting for the phone to ring, right? Travis, anything that you want to say about that? I know that you have, a lot of experience with this kind of, marketing.
The only addition that I would add to this potentially would be if you have any tech campaigns going on, to bring the the potential client from paper into digital. So, you could do text move up to 79564 for more details, or maybe it's a video presentation of you or something like that. And then you can
Ooh,
start capturing some of their phone numbers and, dragging them from paper into, an actual lead capture system.
sure. So what Travis is talking about is, of course, in our agent marketing system, we all have access to a text marketing system. So in our texts, we can create a specific, uh, you know, text message, unique code. And, in a Facebook advertisement or a Instagram advertisement, you can say, hey, text, the word move up or Travis move up or whatever we're able to establish as our unique text code, to 7596 and, get all the information. So you're able, again, this is just like, how we use this text marketing system on our sign writers, on our for sale signs. You're just using this in digital marketing and sending it out. And, I've even seen agents put stuff like that on their signature line in their email. So every email has a little thing that says, click here or text this, text move up to this thing and get all the information about my move up program. Right?
And maybe you're providing a home seller guide or something like that, because you can attach a PDF in there to the autoresponder or different things like that. So
Yeah.
there could be some sort of additional value proposition. I mean, if you're already spending the cost of a stamp and to send this piece out, you might as well cram in as much lead capture as you can to this and not just rely on them picking up the phone and calling you, because sometimes they're a little shy to do that. But maybe if you're offering a value piece, they'd be willing to at least download that, in which case you'll capture their cell phone and reach out from there.
Exactly. And so again, the power of this, guys, is when somebody does send that text, we've captured their email in our CRM. So in our client area, that person's going to pop up in our CRM. So what a great way to do, lead capture with
Even
something.
the market synopsis you came up with a few weeks ago at the beginning. Maybe that's one of the things that they want to see. The market forecast for the year. So
Absolutely.
there's lots of things you could put in there that's not necessarily get your home value or
Nope.
see all this stuff about me. Like, give them something of value that they would maybe want to read.
For sure. No, and that's so key, Travis, is to not just, send people texts and emails, but really provide value. That's how you separate yourself from other real estate agents. A lot of other agents are doing the same stuff. We want to always separate ourselves from the other agent by doing something much better than what the other agent is doing, providing value. And then, as we've talked about, when you do sell a home, creating that 7-star service, which warrants getting the referrals. So it's all connected, and one snowballs into the other. So the move up campaign can really be a springboard for getting people involved, right? So the move up campaign, and by the way, the NAR data does say 69% of people that do, that buy or sell a home use a referral. That's massive. We have to take advantage of referral. We have to take advantage of, making sure we're in front of everybody. So unless anybody has any questions about the move up program, and by the way, so let me just go back. There are 3 things that we want to do, a minimum of 3 things we want to do with the move up program. We'd like to email that letter. We'd like to make a hard copy letter to, a vast majority of the people in our database. And then we also want to throw it out there onto Facebook, onto Instagram, do some marketing for it and let people know that we have this campaign, we have this, thing that we offer. So the second campaign that I want to go over is, this is the most fun. This is, and we've talked about this many times, but it has to be part of our agents, marketing plan and their action plan, what they do. So this is the referral contest. All right. So this is just basically creating same kind of thing, an email that goes out to all of the people in our database. This one we actually can just put out to absolutely everybody. So this is fun. So the referral contest basically goes like this. You say, "Hi Bob, hope you're doing well. Wanted to reach out to you and let you know about my referral contest giveaway. Every quarter or month or year, depending on your budget, if you're doing a lot of business, you could probably afford to do a referral contest, once a quarter or even once a month. But at a minimum, you want to do this once a year. Twice a year is probably really good for most agents. Quarterly, probably even better. So this quarter, I'm giving away a Weber grill worth $600. And it is nice to, if you're doing it quarterly, each quarter select a prize that kind of, reflects the season, right? So if it's summertime, a Weber grill is great. Wintertime, who knows, maybe something else. So, and it obviously does not have to be a seasonal kind of a thing. You can give away a TV, you can give away laptops, whatever the heck it is, and whatever your budget is. That's not really the point. The point is to get the referrals. So a referral qualifies as anyone you've been talking to that expressed interest in buying or selling real estate in the next 12 to 18 months. The easiest thing to do to refer me is to send that person an email and copy both of us to connect us. I'll take care of the rest. For every referral you send me, I'll enter your name, which means more referrals you send me, the more likely you are to win. And it's a really fun thing to do, is literally write these names down. As the referrals come in, write the name down, put it on a little piece of paper and put it in a hat or put it in a jar and collect them that way. So you have something physical that you're selecting from. Because then what you're gonna do in a perfect world, you would, there's a couple different ways to do this actually, but a great way to do this is to video yourself. And I'm talking about a 10-second little video clip of you reaching your hand into the little jar or the hat, pull out the name, read the name, and say, "Hey, John Smith won the Weber grill. Congratulations, John Smith. We'll be delivering that to you, whatever, next 2 weeks or whatever it is." So you have that little clip. Of course, you post that clip to social media. What you're doing is once you start doing this, time and time again, you're training your constituents, basically. You're training your sphere of influence and people that know you that you do this. And, so when they are talking to somebody and they're like, "Oh yeah, I got to sell my house," who are they going to refer? They're going to refer the person that's top of mind, and that there is maybe some kind of a prize for you for referring someone. As we all know, most people will refer somebody anyway. But if we give them a little bit of incentive, that's just a little bit more of a reason for them to refer us, especially when we're doing all the other things that we talk about. Like we said, this is all connected. So again, getting back to the letter, the rules to enter my giveaway, just send me a referral. For every referral, you get an entry to win. At the end of the quarter, I do a random drawing from the pool of contestants. Then I will announce the winner and will deliver the prize to them. Have a referral? Reply to this email. Looking forward to talking with you or connecting with you or one of your friends or colleagues. Let me know how I can help. Kevin Lauren. So super simple. Again, we can do this in 2 ways. We can send this out in our CRM, through our CRM. We can also send this out as a hard mail piece. And I suggest that you do both. So that way you're touching them twice. They're really get that you are serious about this referral campaign. This is not just something that's just, you kind of thought about and just threw it out there. This is something that you do all the time. And so that consistency, again, is what really drives that top of mind status with our clients when they're thinking about real estate or thinking about referring us. So this is just a super simple way to do it. And then, of course, You know, you want to go deliver that piece, take a picture of that person with the Weber grill or whatever the heck you dropped off to them, and say, and again, post it again. You know, hey, you know, John Smith was so excited, blah, 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 blah. They referred these people. I was able to, you know, you tell the story. Just, and that's all this is. This is a way to continue telling the story of who you are and how you help clients. It's not hard. It's really easy. It's fun to do. And then you get to do even a better thing. Once you've sent this thing out, you get to call everybody up and you get to say, hey, did you get my referral piece? Are you aware of my referral contest? Right? Again, so that now we've touched these people probably 3 or 4 times. They really get to understand this. And then you leave it alone for, you know, a couple of weeks, you know, a month or whatever at the end of the quarter, and then you do it again. So you really build that consistency and you build that top of mind status, you know, and it's not like, you know, you don't deserve it, right? You deserve to be top of mind because you are the person out there that's creating this buzz and creating, you know, what's happening in the community. So using that in conjunction with some of these other things is really, I mean, it's basically a home run. And then we've also talked quite a bit about our client appreciation parties. You can also piggyback this referral contest on the client appreciation parties. So a client appreciation party is obviously just something like, you know, once a year you rent out a park, or you know, you know, have everybody meet at an ice cream parlor or pizza place or whatever it is, and you have a little client appreciation party. And, you know, this doesn't have to be that expensive for you, but it is something that should be part of your budget at the beginning of the year. You're going to say, okay, this year in June or whatever it is, I'm going to have a client appreciation party, and my budget's going to be $1,200, and I'm going to get a taco truck, and I'm going to get, you know, this, and that. I might get a bounce house. I might have a band, whatever it is. You're going to have this nice little get together. And so if you're going to piggyback your referral contest on that at the client appreciation party, you can do the drawing. How fun is that? I have a lot of agents that they have a ball creating those kind of appreciation parties and then doing a giveaway. Why the heck not? Create some buzz. And it's a good way to get people to come to the client appreciation party as well. So Travis, I know you've got a couple of agents that over the years that have really done well with this. So what kind of insight can you provide for us?
You know, you don't always have to go big the first time if it's not in the budget.
Right.
We have one agent that did one a couple months ago. I think it was December, and she just did like she bought everybody a dessert at a local yogurt shop. So that was her client appreciation party. Obviously, you know, other people came in too, and you know, she bought them yogurt as well, and you know, struck up a conversation. But you know, the whole thing cost her, it was maybe $150 or something. But it was easy. People could get in and out pretty quick. So it didn't break the bank, and she was still able to offer an event. And you know, the owner of the yogurt shop obviously wanted, you know, to have more people coming through the door, so they were perfectly fine because she was picking up the tab. So you know, you don't always have to think super big or let that put you off from doing this kind of stuff. You can start small with, you know, your first 1 or 2 or 3 of these, and then build it from there.
For sure. And something kind of low key like that, you may get a higher turnout because, you know, if you're planning some like 3-hour party or something like that, people are like, I don't know, you know, this is just my real estate agent, you know. But if you just, hey, come on down for free ice cream, that's pretty benign. Yeah, shoot, we're going to bring the kids, you know, that makes a lot of sense, right?
Yep. And if I could throw in a little anecdote.
Of course. Absolutely.
So if you are maybe a newly licensed agent, or getting back into the business, or something like that, I know we have some of them out there that have just joined us that are newly licensed, things to think about. So when I was about maybe 2 or 3 years into the business, I was sitting at a home inspection with this other agent, and she was a buyer's agent. I was the listing agent on it. And I had heard of her before. I knew she was doing business. And, I asked her, we got into the business about the same time. And I said, how did you get so busy so fast? And she said that when she got her license, she threw a party for herself, basically announcing her career change. And she had some material out there. She gave a little speech. Thanked everybody for coming. She invited everybody she knew. She grew up in the area, so she had a pretty good network. But she wasn't living, in a extravagant house or anything. She just rented I think she was living in a condo, so she just used the facilities there. And she said from that, she generated 6 clients immediately within the first week. And she said from there on, it was just like gangbusters. So, think about that. If you're just getting in the business, just got licensed, getting back in the business, maybe you changed locations or moved back home or something like that. Throw yourself a party, invite everybody and you'll get some leads out of it, because if they're all your friends, they want to help you in your career, so they will refer people.
For sure. And, it's such a great idea to have that opening, that coming out party kind of a deal, and let everybody know that you have this referral campaign, right out of the gates. Hey,
Yeah.
This is my deal. This is what I do. I have a referral, program for people within my sphere. Please, make sure people know it and all that kind of stuff. Another part of this, getting back to throwing these client appreciation parties at a business is, of course, now that business owner is part of your sphere of influence. You're going to ask that business owner to refer business to you. It's a reciprocal thing. You're going to say, hey, I want you to refer me business. In turn, I'm going to bring a lot of, I'm going to spend a couple $100 at your ice cream parlor, right? And I'm going to invite a bunch of people there and bring awareness to your ice cream parlor in our town, right? That's huge. And another, a good idea, just kind of thinking out loud, is, maybe every quarter you pick a new business, right? And so all of a sudden you're growing your sphere of influence, even with the local businesses, by doing this. Heck yes. So there's just tons of ways, with all these trainings, I hope that we're just giving you good ideas to build on these ideas. There's so many ways to slice these things, and I want to see you guys get creative, because this is the part that's actually kind of fun, and you're able to really expand your sphere of influence by doing these things. So, Bill, unless Travis, you have anything else to add, I always like to hear, anything that you have as far as a takeaway from today.
The only other takeaway would be, if you're rotating businesses, which is not a bad idea, thanking the business owner afterwards, and obviously telling them about the referral program too, because if you're bringing them more business, the chances of them reciprocating with at least a referral are going to be pretty good. And
absolutely.
Business owners buy and sell homes as well. So.
And guess who they know? They know tons of other people that come into their business all the time.
They really do. A lot of them are very active in the community.
And that goes back to, just making sure that you have your business, referral network of all of your other people in your, your landscapers and your, handymen and painters and contractors and all those people all have to be part of your referral program too. So all a snowball. So Bill, any takeaways from you?
Yeah, of course. Really good webinar, guys. I think a lot of this goes down to, especially with the letters, if you have your sphere of influence created, it's such an easy push out of information, or whatever letter you gravitate to, or that you want to start utilizing. I know you've had some other ones on these webinars as well, and it all comes down to, have you put your sphere of influence together?
Yeah.
If you've got that list, pushing this out is so easy, and it's quick and fast, and you don't have to feel like it's some huge task that you got to do,
No.
right? It's all about being organized with your warm leads, your warm sphere, and then constantly adding those people as you meet during the course of the year, or just your daily life, and keep building on that. And then when it's time to push out this content, it's just ready to go. Boom, you change the names and the just quick little details, and boom, you're out the door with it. I really like Travis's anecdote. I've heard that one before from Travis. That one really hits home as a very effective way. I mean, and I've heard of another one. There was a couple that I used to work with. They actually moved back to the Philippines, but what they would do, and similar to what Travis had mentioned about like a career announcement or throwing yourself a party, what they would do for every closing is actually throw a closing party to the client that they had just closed with. So they would have it at the new property. They would have all the friends and family of that client come and celebrate their new, like a housewarming, closing party. And that way the realtor got to meet all of the friends, all the family, and then the client gets to talk up how well you did your job, right? And you walk out of there with many leads as well. So another way to do it, but same theory, same concept.
Exactly. They're all, it's all related. It's all just, how are you going to put your spin on it, right?
100%. So yeah, good stuff, guys.
And I believe you had said previously, Bill, that that's all they did was throw client parties like that, right? And that was their marketing.
That was it. That was their marketing. They didn't need to do it because they would come away with 3 or 4 leads or new clients every time.
Yeah. So even if they spent $1,000 on it after closing, if they weren't doing anything else, I mean, how many of us are spending $1,000 a month just on,
Leads,
Zillow or Realtor.com or anything,
totally.
else? I mean,
yeah, or stuff we feel like we're not getting a return on, or it's not a good use of our money, right? I mean, I've been there. I used to, before I was doing loans and finance and stuff, I was, buying leads and doing stuff, and I was stuck in that hamster wheel of like spending money and then feeling I'm not getting a return, and I didn't have the right, target ongoing, and like this is really money well spent.
Yeah, because you're dealing with a network at that point too, because they all know each other. It's not just a cold lead coming in from some online source,
Exactly.
So
exactly.
Pretty soon you become the community realtor for that network of people.
100%.
No, that's the angle right there, guys. Well, perfect. Bill, thank you for your insight. Travis, always appreciate all of your insights, and the way that you look at things is really great. We really appreciate that. And agents, I can't say how important it is for you guys to be joining us every Wednesday. And I know even if you can't, a lot of you guys are taking advantage of the replays. And like I said, I always say, any questions that you have, you can always come to me. You can always schedule an appointment with me on my Calendly link. It's just calendly.com/Alta Realty Group. And love to work with you guys one-on-one with this stuff. And again, on that replay, I will have the texts for these 2 letter templates. So just look for that. And obviously, if you just need it right away, I'll send it to you directly. Just email me. And get out there, have a great week, make it a great, and productive week. Rhonda says, great ideas. Thanks for another fabulous webinar. ARG rocks. You rock. Rhonda, you're awesome. So like I said, get out there, make it a great week, and we'll see you guys all on the next week's webinar.